am Bam Dam, a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 40.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose. Alabama, here comes the heat.
Cornelius Bennett.
Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Tide wins. The Crimson Tide wins.
Paul Bryant, like you hear that.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. College has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Welcome, everyone. Thank y'all for being here at Bam Dam Sports. And in case any of y'all missed it, let me tell you real quick. We are a Bam Dam family and proud of it. Gut Nation forever, brother. And one more I'm going to add tonight. He has always been nothing but a winner. Coach Dude, missing you, loving you. All right, at this time, I would like to go ahead and bring on the Reverend Feelgood. Reverend Feelgood, come on down, brother.
So I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play guys. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guys you play against. And make the damn win. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
How you doing there, William? What's up, brother?
Boogity, 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 let's go racing. Oh, that's not this, is it? Now, we on the right channel here.
Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide, my man.
Yes, sir.
All right, at this time, let's bring on the one and only, the myth, the legend himself, A.T. Alabama Tide. Come on down.
He's not going anywhere. Doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
What's up?
I'm enjoying it every time I hear it. Every time I hear it, I love the way it sounds. Having a good night, guys. How about y'all? You having a good day?
Doing good, baby. Doing good, brother. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Thank everybody out there in the posse that showed up so far. We got Stephen Hicks, Bobby Sprinkles. We got Todd. Oh, good Lord. Oh, we got MFR up in the house. Look at him. Stephen Hicks, who, man, we've been wondering about you. Just kind of figure out where you've been. George, Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide, my man. Todd, always. All right, gentlemen. You know what time it is at this time. I would like to do what I enjoy doing the most on this show. We need to do a dedication tonight. So, Icebox, if you would, please roll the dedication, sir. It is my great honor to dedicate tonight's show, as I started last week, to over 200 years of service by the women in military history. I just wanted to break it down a little bit. I'm breaking it down by eras, y'all. Nothing personal, nothing political. I'm just giving respect to the women that have served in the military. From the battlefields of the American Revolution to the deserts of Kuwait, women have been serving in the military in one form or another for more than 200 years. They have had to overcome decades of obstacles to get where they are today, serving in greater numbers in combat roles and leadership positions all over the world. Here's a look into the little bit of the military and their roles that have changed over the years. Tonight's dedication is to the women who served in the Civil War. During the Civil War, nearly 20,000 women lent their skills and efforts in everything from growing crops to feed the Union troops to cooking in Army camps. Other tasks include sewing, doing laundry, making blankets, organizing donations, going door to door for fundraising campaigns. Notably, it was during the Civil War that women began to serve as nurses on a much larger and more official scale. Approximately 3,000 women served as nurses for the Union Army during the war. Legendary nurse and founder of the Red Cross, Carla Barton, even received a special military pass that permitted her to travel directly onto the battlefield, where she drove her medical wagon straight into the fray and fire to serve the wounded. Meanwhile, some women even marched on the battlefield. Historians estimate that about 1,000 women disguised themselves as men so they could fight on both sides of the Civil War. And at this time, I'd like to bring everybody on. For all the women that has served, that are serving now, and for all the ladies that will serve. Thank you for everything you've done for our military and our country. All of us here at Bam Dam Sports, we salute you. You are not forgotten, and we are proud of you. All right, William, you got anything you want to put up there on that?
They've done a lot, you know. They've done a lot from, you know, especially down in the Civil War era. You know, men needed to eat, men needed, you know, clothes, and they did what they needed to do, and they some of them even carried messages, I think. So and for sure in the Revolutionary War. So yeah, I know your focus is on civil. So yep, I'm touched by it. So yeah.
AT, you got anything you want to bring out, man?
Well, you know, the things that the nurses saw back during the Civil War, you know, musket balls, arms were hit and shot. The only thing they could do is cut them off. The blood, the yelling, the screaming they had to put up with, and the things they had to see, the very ripping of their souls, the scarring of their well-being, you know, things that these women done. I mean, you can't get no more brave than that, you know, to be able to do that, guys. You know, it's just amazing what people had to put up with for war.
That is true, sir. All right. Well, with all that being said, let's get into our topic tonight. I know it might confuse a lot of you folks, but it is so real. It is what it is. We lost a dynasty, which is Coach Saban's dynasty. He takes it with him. I mean, we all knew it was coming. I mean, good Lord, look how the man, he's got to spend some time in his life besides making us fans have a wood. All right? He had to do something. So, yes, he want to go spend time with his family, spend time with his wife. He's got grandkids coming in. He's going to have great grandkids coming in for he passes. And, yes, I can't blame the man. We all knew it was coming. Now, granted, I will not deny the way it happened was a major surprise. But really, if y'all think about it, would we expect the mighty, the GOAT, Nick Saban to do it any other way? Seriously? He does it his way, and that's the way it's going to be. And that's going to go down in history the way it's going to be. I mean, seriously. All right, so before I go any further, AT, what do you think about? I mean, you got anything you want to say on that one?
It's amazing to me. I mean, it's like I went to bed one day and woke up in hell the next day. I'm like, well, what in the world just happened? You know, because 1 minute we're talking about all this, and next minute we're over here at the far end of the spectrum, the other side of the world. I'm like, when did this come about? And of course, then your heart goes, then your brain goes, and then your finger goes, you know, to all these other teams' fans. You know, I mean, they're happier about him retiring than we were when we hired him on.
Yep, exactly.
I've never heard so much in my life from everybody else about, you know, somebody else to coach.
All right, William, what you got to say on it, bro?
Yeah. That's a little L.A. night if you didn't know. But it's hey, we knew it was coming. We thought it would be later. It was sooner. So
yeah.
And it was a shock. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. It was just like out of the blue, just bam, you know. But you know, I understand, like Spencer said, he's already said it, and he's got grandkids. He wants to spend some time with the kids, and I'm cool with that. You know, you got to do what you got to do, but you know, I don't think that all this here. I mean, I think he had an idea who he wanted to go after, and I think he had a decision in that, and it is what it is. We got what we got.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now with that being said, as y'all all know, anybody's been watching Tuesday Night Bam Down Sport. Normally, I have a yellow paper just filled with damn topics I want to talk about. Tonight, I don't. Tonight, this is coming straight off the hip, straight out of the heart of all of us, because we still don't know what the hell's going on here at Alabama. We don't. We love it. We support them. We're going to do whatever it has to be done. But with that being said, I'm just going to come off of something else off my hip here that I want my guys to talk about is the biggest thing I'm most pissed off about. And I know my wife's going to laugh like hell because she says every damn night I'm predictable. I got to tell somebody to suck my dick. Well, tonight I'm doing that. Seth McLaughlin. What the fuck ever your goddamn name is. You can suck my fucking dick. You let the greatest coach of all time, you personally, your mistakes in the playoff game, you personally took away the man doing a walk-off championship. You personally, sir, and you were such a coward that you had to run off to Ohio State.
Amen.
Brother, man, I mean, I hope your boys are born with balls, but I hope they don't have your fucking sperm because you're a piece of shit, and the only thing you're going to do is raise shit. I am so That's my biggest damn piss off about this whole thing. I understand Nick Saban retiring. I understand it. We knew it was coming, all that, but I hated he had to go out because of one fucking player's major fuck ups. I don't know if he got paid to do them. I don't know if he just. I don't know what his fucking problem is. Can't snap a fucking football. I don't know. All right, William, you got anything you want to say on that one?
Well, I can't for the life of me, and somebody's going to say something. I know they are, but I can't understand why, on that.
We're old and senile, brother. We're old and senile. We can get away with it.
Right. We'll blame it on that. But yeah, on that last play, you had the man running behind him there. Why didn't he just throw it to him there? People say, well, because the ball's too low. I mean, if it's in the play,
yes.
If it's in the play itself, he ought to know. Throw it to him, once he got it. Does that make sense or not? Am I wrong?
No, that makes sense, but you got to see what's coming at you. Let me make something make sense to you, okay. All right? Because you're a truck driver. You've been in many truck stops, all right? So you got this. You're there. You got this lizard coming up to you. Oh, she's looking fine. Her price is just right. So you come in, she offers you that tip, but she throws it low, and you reach down to get it, and next thing you look up, and here comes her pimp. Oh. What are you going to do? You're going to run. You know what I'm saying?
Fight or flight.
He looked up, and he saw that end coming in. He didn't see that he was too deep. He done took himself out of the play. There's no way, because you reached down and he had to grab the ball. I mean, reach down. He had to get it. Yeah. That's number one thing. Right. And then number two thing, he looks up and he sees the defensive end coming in. He ain't measuring how far he is because he didn't get to see.
Right.
All because of a center. All because of that one fucking dickhead, Seth McLaughlin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing to me.
And all his kids have 12 feet of hair, so his wife's womb burns like hell. Go for it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I agree with you. That every time we had a pressure snap, a pressure situation, that's when he's messed up. When the pressure was on, he'd snap the ball just wherever he fucking felt like it. And here's the thing. It's not that you just miss high or low. It's when you snap at 35 yards. Where are you snapping the ball? Because he ain't 4 yards behind you. Why would you snap at 35 yards? That's what makes me think, did he get paid off? My God, on so much, then, of course, against Michigan, like you said, he snapped that ball down. By the time he got his eyes up, that Michigan defender was in on him, already looking him in the eye. He just done the best he could do with what he had. I'm talking about Milroe. And he didn't get there. If the ball had been snapped perfect, it's supposed to have been probably a read where he could step up in there, and if a guy
he could have just popped it over.
Right, he could pitched it over and took it up himself, but he didn't get an opportunity to do that. So, I mean, the hell with him. I'm like you.
It's done. It's over with. That's out of here. So let me bring up the next thing to y'all real quick, if y'all don't mind. All right.
All righty.
We knew. I mean, if you're all of us are Alabama fans. We've been here for a while. We've seen a lot now. Yes, we're getting used to the transfer portal, NIL, all that bullshit. But we knew once Nick Saban said he retired that we was going to have a mass exodus of coaches, players, everybody. So, AT, what's your thoughts on this mass walkout? What's your thoughts?
Well, here's the thing. Today's players, that's what I always ask people, when they commit to the coach or they commit to the university. And the ones that commit to Saban, they're the ones that's going to leave. Those that commit to the university are the ones that are going to pretty much stay. Now, I mean, you'll have a couple here on each side that'll stay or leave, but I think if you commit to the coach, especially when you're talking about a great coach, you talk about the all-time great, and he leaves, and you committed to him, and you're going to lose a lot of players like that. But that's my thought on it. I just think, they committed to Saban. When he left, they left with him.
All right, I'll give you that. let me play off that one real quick. So I'm a player out of high school. Well, not me, somebody better than me, because I went to military instead of college. Let's say somebody better than me that went to college, and they had Nick Saban come in their house, talk to your mom and dad, and you commit to Nick Saban. You already know he's the greatest of all time. He has more championships than anybody else. He has more SEC champions than anybody else. He is a defensive guy. His mind's out there. I want to go play for the great Nick Saban. So you commit to that. Well, before your time is over with, he does decide to retire. Even though he worked up to that last second, he retires. Now, I can see me myself. I cannot deny this, y'all. I can see me doing, all right, here we are. Okay, so who's the new coach? Washington. Washington's coach. The same coaches got their ass beat by Michigan that we should have beat, and we played the worst game that we've ever played in our damn life. Had to go to OT for us to lose, and that's going to be our coach now, right? Ooh, I'm out here. Sorry, I'm out of here. What's my next best choice? Florida State, Georgia. Where do most of our guys transfer to?
Florida State
and Georgia.
Well, yeah.
Where'd our good coach? Where'd our good best defensive coach go? Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
Best? You saying best?
Go ahead, William. Go ahead, William. You're fired up. Go ahead, bro.
Man, I'm sorry, but this guy that everybody's wanting to get, T-Rob, I've looked at his damn page there, his coaching stats and where he's coached at and all, and most of the places that he went to, he only stayed one fucking year because he couldn't do anything.
We're going to get into that too. We're going to get into that too.
Okay.
But T-Rob, the guys respected him.
Okay.
They put the work in for him. They wanted him. And he was one of the few that's been out there during our defensive coach who just left, which I can't blame him for retiring. I can't blame him. Seriously, I can't blame him. But, you know, these younger guys need to go get a hold of the older guys. They need to learn and just move forward with it, not jump ship. Go ahead. Go ahead, AT.
Go ahead, William.
I just wanted to talk to B-Jam there. Yeah, he had a lot of ties with Tommy Tuberville back in the 2006 or whenever that was in 2000. So yeah, he had a bunch of dealings with him, and I think when Tommy Tuberville had to leave, all burnt, bullshit cow calling, he went with him to wherever it was, Texas or Oklahoma or wherever it was. He went with him and only stayed a year, I think, there even. So. Anyway, go ahead. I'm on this shit. Let me talk to you. Go ahead.
No big deal. I mean, but here's the thing. Who all opted out of their bowl game? You know, Florida State had a bunch of players quit. And we got a bunch of Alabama players that are transferring down there to that quitting school, the Florida State quitting university. So they're going to transfer down there to go play with a bunch of quitters. So, I mean, hey, go. If you want to quit, go play for Florida State Quitter University, then go right ahead. I mean, you go where you want to go. It's your life. I got nothing to do about it. But to me, you're screwing up because Norville ain't going to be there 3 more years tops. I just don't think he's going to be that good. I think he just got lucky a couple of players here and there, and I don't think he's going to be that good. But he gets on my daggum nerves, you know. All these Florida State people were crying. Alabama got in over us, and you look up, and it's like, you know, 5 of our guys went to Florida State, and it makes you think it's a concerted effort to get them down there. And if they did, they did. If they didn't, they did. You know, have fun, be glad. You know, hey, y'all got some Alabama players. At least you got better quality players than what you had.
Roll Tide, Joanne. Glad you made it.
Thank you, Joanne.
But thank
everybody. I mean, seriously, Jeff Stapleton.
Yep.
What's this Hugh Free? Why are you even putting that on our channel? I mean, dude, change your fucking name. Really?
Burner phone.
Jesus Christ.
He's a burner phone.
Anyway, the burner phone. Come on, dude. Really? Jesus Christ. That sounds like something that, anyway, somebody from the SEC would do. Anyway. All right, next thing. Let me throw this out here real quick. All right. I mean, that was a great point you brought up. We're looking at people that transfer, people will stay. So what we're looking at now, we got to wait for the dust to clear. So we see what we got, see what we got to play with if we get even field a team. On offensive side, we definitely do. I think we got all of Washington's offense, coaches, assistants. Is that what I'm seeing? I mean, I think I saw that. And we're talking about, yes, they're much improved. They did not have to play an SEC schedule whatsoever. They did go to playoffs a couple of times. I'll give them that one. They won there. I'll give them that one. But now we're going to do what they did, and they got their ass whooped by Michigan on offense. But we have better players. So we have to look, we got to be positive about it, that because of our players, we can do a better job. Well, half our fucking players just left. So the half that stayed, which I will have to admit, if you got to leave for whatever reason, I don't give a damn if it's financial, personal, whatever, please go.
Yeah.
If your heart is not at Alabama or for Alabama that you're willing to give everything your heart and soul to, please leave. Please get the fuck out. Please just go ahead and go. If it takes every damn player on the team, please go. Because this coach is not going to have a chance in hell if y'all don't believe in him, if you don't believe in the University of Alabama. Alabama's always been great. Alabama will always be great. Yep. We have been through a lot of bad years. And speaking of bad years, I got to bring my little buddy up in here.
There he is.
All right, Coach. This is a message for you, Coach. I'm going to believe in you. I'm going to trust you. I am going to support you. And I'm still going to call you out to the mat when you fuck up. I'm going to do it. But you're Alabama. And I want to support you to the end no matter fucking what. It's on. But please, don't be another coach. What's his name? Ficcioni? That little sorry son of a bitch. Don't be another one of them. And your whole damn coaching staff, they're just, everybody comes and follows you. Don't be one of them. I know you're a coach, DeBoyer. Don't be a coach, DeBoner. All right? Don't be a coach, DeBoner. All right? Because Alabama has gave me plenty of wood through my 60 years of life.
Ooh-wee.
Don't make it. Please don't. Because I'm seeing too much from here out. Too many things that reminds me of the hire of Coach Francione. I'm probably saying that son bitch's name wrong, and I hope I am because I never want to say it right. Because that's one coach that I can honestly say I hate with a fucking passion. Seriously. And if I ever pop out another hemorrhoid, he can lick the son of a bitch. That's how much I hate him. All right.
There you go.
So go ahead, AT. Go ahead on that one.
I'm right there with you. He left after talking about old pizza making Fran Phony, after we played out there in Hawaii. He didn't leave with the team. He come back on a private plane and flew straight into Texas A&M. He didn't even go talk to the team and fly back with a damn team. I mean, be a professional. If you're going to switch teams like that, be a professional. I mean, you coach pizza making Fran Phony. I agree with you 110%. I thought he was going to stick around and do good, and then he pulled that bullshit.
William, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, he done a team wrong there. This macaroni, pepperoni shit, fucker. I'm hungry. Anyway, yeah, he shouldn't have done that there. He just left in the damn night, man. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the hell?
Huh? What the hell? I'll give you that. That's a good one. That's a good what the hell moment. I'll give you that one. All right, now let me ask. I'm gonna ask AT this first. All right. Did you got something that you want to say, AT? I thought you.
No, go ahead. I'll scratch him out. I don't like Arthur. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, you need to get them plays off of you there. Them
I'm trying
dogs
to. We got
dogs are all over us. You know them dogs are all over because they're getting it. They're thinking they are the new dynasty. So it's well, anyway, I'll talk about that another night. But tonight, let's talk about our man, our coach, D. Boyer. My fears. He's a young man. He's a young coach. He's what, 50? 49, 50?
49, yeah, somewhere there, yeah.
49.
Yeah.
So he comes in here and he does good, which we all hope he does. All right. So how quick do you think he'll jump to the NFL? Because that's where the big money's at. So now, once again, he pulls himself, and everybody just came with him because he just proved what he can do will leave us. Now we're back to having to rebuild again. We have another bad recruiting year. We have another bad NIL transfer deal because his ass just left. What do you think, AT?
It could set you behind, you know. I mean, here's the thing in college, when you do what we expect, and that's to win championships, compete for championships, and have a great season, you're going to lose players early to the NFL. You're going to lose coaches early to the NFL or to other teams. You're going to have to constantly revolve. I mean, that's a byproduct of when you win as good as we did under Coach Saban for 17 years. That's a byproduct of it. You're going to lose a lot of coaches, and if that coach has got any NFL thoughts, maybe, then he's subject to go to the NFL. I mean, Saban went up there for a couple of years, and they didn't like it. He come back. I look for that jackass over in the southeast part of our state, over at next state over east of us. I look for him to maybe try to go pro. But and this guy, if he does good at Alabama, and he will, I look for him to maybe go pro. I agree with you, Mayor. Probably, I say if he does real good the first 3-4 years, I say by year maybe 4 or 5, he might be looking at going to the NFL. That's according to, if he wins championship, he'll be in the NFL 3 to 4 years. But if he don't, it might be 4 or 5. Maybe even further than that. But I don't think he'll go much past 4 or 5 because if he ain't doing good enough, we'll get another coach.
Okay, what do you think, sir?
Let me talk to you.
Talk to me.
This
talk to me.
You was talking about I think the question was coming back around about all these people leaving and stuff. Hey, Caleb Downs, if you feel like you got to get your ass out of here, get your ass out of here. If you want to follow them, go. There's other players we've got out there that's just itching and aching to come off that bench to play for the best college in the college world, brother. Right here. Now, I am not mad at anybody that wants to go. If you want to go, if you feel that you need to go. Please get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. If you don't want to play for the best, then go with the rest. Go.
I'll give you that. Yep.
And Gabe, fuck you. There's a guy in the chat room called Gabe. He can kiss my ass. Fuck you. Go ahead, guys.
In the brown eye.
Well, since we're jumping on our fans over here, or our people in the chat, let me do this.
He's a Georgia man.
Hey, 2-time. Suck my trunk, brother. Anyway, side the point.
He knocked you out of that tree.
You know I love you 2-time. You know I'm messing with you,
He
brother.
knocked you out.
Anyway, because Alabama's in. It's hard times ahead, brother. Hard times ahead.
Would you hear what Bush said?
Go ahead.
Y'all see what old Reggie Bush said? Did y'all see that little tweet he put out? Yeah, this cocksucking son of a bitch and motherfucker, ever loving goddamn motherfucker, and kiss my ever loving motherfucking ass. If I ain't enough cuss words, I'd do it some more, motherfuckers. He said Nick Saban is retiring, leaving, quitting because NIL is evening up and he can't no longer control the recruits anymore. It's, maybe I got that wrong. If one of y'all saw it, but that's a tip. He said that's why Saban's retiring because NIL he can't he can't control the recruits anymore like he could, and that's why he left. Reggie Bush. Hey, you know how many games you have to take away from you, Reggie? You want to run your fucking mouth about Alabama? How many games you have to take away from you, you cheating bastard? But go ahead.
Yeah, but think about it. I mean, he ain't lying. Now, we don't know if that was the reason. No, we don't. Do we know it's part of the reason? We seen it. We have talked about it for 3 fucking years. How in the hell can these coaches train these guys, teach these guys, get to learn them, keep their word to their father and mother that they're going to take care of them and give them an education, train them, when they have no control over them because some other people out there is giving them $1 million. So I had to give it up for Reggie on that one, brother. I do, because all these coaches have that problem. You think the college has that problem? Look at what the high school's got. Look at the high school. The high school coach, you lucky if he's making $10,000 a year. And he's got a great player there that still needs training, that he can form into a better person to go to college, but he refuses to do it because he's making $500,000, $200,000, $1 million before his senior year's over with. So yes, I can see that. Now, what happens is what a lot of this, and even Coach Dude talked about this. Love you, Coach Dude. Talked about this. I'm glad you brought this up. Where's it start? It talks to the money at high school. They even talk about people at elementary. I think Coach Saban offered a guy money, not money, but a scholarship at elementary. So you got people in high school making this money who do not respect their coach. If you don't respect your leader, you're not going to follow them. You ain't going to do what they say. You're going to be a fuck up. So, all right, so high school. So he moves on. He's got some good film. So he goes on to college. Well, now he's got this money that he's not making as much as a coach, but he's making more money than the players around him. So he thinks he's all that. Then he's got people in his ear going, hey, man, if you come over here, I'll get you more money. You come over here, I'll get you more money. Got daddy and mama going, hey, man, I got a phone call. You go over here, you'll make more money. You know, it's all about the money. Right now, money. Fuck you money is what I call it, because that's what this money's doing to them. It's fucking them over.
Yep.
Because they're not learning their trade. They're not learning their trade. So now you got all phases. Now they go to NFL. Oh, my God. Why do you think NFL is sucking so bad right now? Because they have no quality players. Seriously, because where the quality players came from was college.
Yeah.
Where the college quality was high school. Now it's getting all fucked over because of money. Somebody's got to get a hold of this shit, or the whole goddamn world of sports is screwed. That's my opinion. Deal with it. Go ahead, William.
Yes, this reminds me. Y'all remember the movie Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember what?
Loved it.
You
Good
remember,
movie. Good movie.
you remember whenever he told old John Bender when he had him in that damn fucking room, he said, "I'll make $37,000 a year. Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead and hit me." 30, that ain't shit, man, nowadays. But here we got these damn players making, in high school, man, making NIL. Why do you want to give a damn high school player NIL money? They need to finish their academics in high school, make their grades, get into a good college, and not get NIL. That's my opinion. Fuck the damn NIL. That should be, you should be making the big dollars on that shit whenever you go to damn fucking NFL.
Thank you.
That's where your big money is. That's what you're striving for in college. You should be. Besides making the grades, Coach Barry Bryant, you wouldn't get on the field if you wasn't making them grades. If it wasn't a certain average, you didn't get on the field. So that's my view. I think this bullshit here, and I think that should be left up to the colleges whether the NIL money gets out. But our coach that just retired, he was all for them getting paid. I'm not for pay to play. You're not ready for pay to play until you get to the big dogs, and you're not there yet.
I agree.
And William,
go ahead.
William, AT, right before you get started, brother. William, just a little side note on what you said. That was a great movie. I enjoyed it. But me personally, yeah, I'd have busted his damn nose. I'd have broke that son bitch in half. He took my ass to court, and he took my $5 a month payment.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead,
I wouldn't have been
AT.
scared of me. The worst thing in the world would be scared. No. NIL ain't what we're talking about here. If somebody says he got paid NIL to go to this school, that ain't NIL. That's pay for play, which is what it really is, but that ain't what it's supposed to be. And I mean, Coach Saban told him at the get-go, NIL, This ain't it. When you give a guy, Isaiah Bunn, or whatever you want to call him, when he went to Texas, when you give him $700,000 in a Lamborghini car, what is he getting NIL from you for? Because he's at Alabama right now. Why is he getting $700,000 in a car? Where is he? Where is his name, image, likeness? It's just paying a player to play. Let's call it what it is. Quit calling NIL just pay to play. I mean, let's quit doing it and make it what it really is. We'll all feel better. NIL is bullshit.
Now I do want to say.
Go ahead.
I do want to say before all this other shit and stuff was, back when, but back during what was that, BCS or whatever, colleges that we had, because that's what came up with Auburn, about scam fucked up Newton and shit. His daddy got a bunch of goddamn money because, he had him sign with Auburn because they wanted him. Favors did get handed out back then, even then. But it should
William,
no $1 million contracts and shit like that, man. What the fuck?
Oh, true. I'll give you that. I doubt there's any million, but I promise you, every college is putting money out or putting something out in some way. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I promise you that. I mean, we got Jeremy Pruitt, one of the great defensive minds out there. Can't even give a job now because 1 year before it was legal to pay people, he was paying people at Tennessee.
That's right.
He put the Tennessee program in a bad situation, just like the other freaking. Anyway, cannot stand him. Ole Miss kiss my damn ass. Fucking Kippen. Oh God, here, Kippen. Here, set my damn home. Kippen, damn it. Anyway, beside the point. Great offensive mind, but still screwed over a great college. I'm just telling you right now. All right. My next thing I want to put up real quick, because I know we're running out of time here. Next thing I want to put up real quick is, what do you think about our defensive hire? Because the only thing they've done that I've seen so far is bring the Washington offensive coaching staff down to Alabama. Now, I personally do like the offensive line coach selection, but I mean, what do you think, William? What do you think about it?
Well, it's South Alabama. That's the first thing. I don't know a whole lot about them. I didn't watch them play last year. Is it a good pick? I can't tell you. I don't know. I mean, I hope he does good. But did I want to ask y'all? Put this back to you. Did Coach Saban have a hand in wanting him, or was it just strictly the new coach's idea to go after him? Does anybody know?
That's a good point. We'll address that right after AT's view on the question.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good point, though. That is a good point.
Give me the question one more time, Spencer.
All right. The question is, we know for a fact that our new coach has brought in pretty much his whole damn staff for offense from Washington.
Right.
All right. He made a defensive hire, which was a head coach.
Right.
South Alabama or South Florida, which was it? Anyway, he was a head coach. He was a head coach to be a DC.
Right.
Now, granted, yes, he's making more money now, but we'll deal with that later. He'll leave first chance he gets. But is this good? Is this good? What do you think about our DC hire? Do you think he can keep the Kevin Steele?
Mr. Kane Womack is his name. And for all accounts, everything I've been hearing, when I first heard the name South Alabama, I dropped my head. I said, oh, God, from South Alabama. Looked down to South Alabama. Oh, my God. And then I threw my head around. I acted a fool for a little bit. And I got to looking in and checking in on the dude and got to seeing what all of the ins and outs, just a little bit of him. And again, his name's Womack. Womack, not Womack, but Womack. He looks like on the inside, he's a lot better coach than what I give him credit for. He's very good at what his defense has done over the years. Everywhere he's won, he's been a winner. And each time he moved up. So I think he actually got a good hire, but I don't know if it's the hire. It ain't the splash hire we all wanted by any stretch of imagination. So, I mean, Mr. Womack, I'm going to give him an opportunity, and I'm going to find out how good. He runs a 4-2 what his primary base defense is, a 4-2-5. But overall, an A to F grade, I give him maybe a B-. And I really don't know. Like I said, I looked into him a little bit, and I've tried to dig up a little more about him, but he's very good. But I want to see him do it at the SEC level before I give him my final grade, because that's what we're going to find out. Can you graduate? I mean, you're the head coach of South Alabama.
Thank you.
Now you got to graduate to the best football in the country.
Thank you. All right, William, what do you think?
Well,
bro?
I'm just rebutting off of him, but I see where B Jammin says that he likes blitzing and getting a lot of that and a lot of fast defense. So that's what we had with Kevin Steele. So I think he'll probably fit right in. So that's encouraging.
I understand, brother. My problem I've got with all these is that was great in the Big 10, the Big 12, the pussy leagues. That was great for that.
Yeah.
They can run around with their tampon hanging out. As long as you didn't step on the string, nothing got pulled out. It was a great play.
Two-hand touch.
SEC don't play that way. Go ahead, AT.
No, I'm just saying, I'm feeling what you said. Two-hand touch. Go ahead. You talk about, how tough. That's all I was
seriously.
Go ahead.
All right. SEC don't play that way. And our schedules now, we've got Texas and Oklahoma both on us. Nobody has easy schedules no more. So you ain't coming down here with that bullshit you had up there with no defense and all offense and think it's going to happen. I'm sorry, it ain't. I do apologize. I mean, I'm going to support my man. I'm going to be there for him. This is my night of venting to get it out there of my worries about our hire. Now, I know they're saying he's number one. I know. I'm hearing all that bullshit. But when you go looking, you're looking at his schedule, who he played. Yes, they went undefeated till the championship game and got embarrassed against Michigan. I've got worries. I cannot deny that I have worries. Now, my next thing I want to ask y'all real quick, because I know, goddamn it, we're running out of time. Next thing I want to ask y'all. We have a great head coach that just left. The greatest, to me, greatest of all times. Now he's right there with Bear Bryant. I mean, they ain't much space between him and Bear besides one championship and the time that you could get players. One was restricted, one wasn't.
Yeah.
And a lot of rules have been made because of both coaches. So I take that consideration too. Where Coach Bryant, tear away jerseys, all this, they changed rules in NCAA to keep Alabama down. Nick Saban comes in here, they made rules to keep Alabama down again, and both coaches proved them wrong. The only thing y'all did was made Alabama better.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping DeBoer here can do the same thing. I'm hoping. It ain't no guarantee on it. But, oh, Lord, with that being said, what do y'all think about the hire? I'm going to go to William first. What's your true thoughts about the hire?
DeBoer, okay. He came from Washington. Washington played Texas and beat them. And then that put them in the national championship deal. Of course, we know what happened with us in Michigan. Michigan played them, and Michigan beat Washington. That kind of
that was a smackdown. That wasn't a beat. That was a smackdown.
Yeah, because
smackdown. Without even asking for them to go, mama.
Whenever you look at that, though, see, Michigan only beat us by 7. But look at what
in overtime, in OT,
overtime, just by 7.
Now you see where I'm coming from?
I'm glad I got you helping me out there. So let me talk to you again.
That's go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Let me give my thinking hat back on here.
Yeah, I know what, but yes, he was in the top 4. I'll give him kudos for that. He done a great job against Texas. He beat them. So, and that's what we want. We want to have that option to beat Texas when we play them again. We don't get them this year, but that's okay. We do go to Wisconsin. That's the Big Ten, and I'm interested to see that game. I don't know if it's the second or third team that we play. That's what I was just looking at a while ago, by the way. But I'm interested to see how that game goes. And if the coach and the board of trustees at Alabama and Greg Burns and all, they feel high on him, I'm going to give him a chance, like you said, brother. I'm just going to give him a chance.
We got to. Now, this is just me venting. This is me venting tonight. That's all it is.
Okay.
My worries. But yes, I'm going to back him 110%. If he called me tomorrow and said, hey, somebody's fucking me at this bar, come whoop his ass, I'd be there. Straight up. Matter of fact, I'm going to be in Montgomery tomorrow, so I'm going to be far away. So I have no problem going to whoop somebody's ass for my coach. All right? But my worries. I've been there. I'm 60 years old. You understand we've been through the coaches.
Yes, sir.
We've been through we've seen what happened after a great one is no longer there.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, AT.
Well, as far as can I ask you another question?
Please do.
I know everybody thinks about this, whenever your coach retires, it automatically opens back up for your school only a 30-day transfer portal. So everybody in the country can come into your team and get your players. Okay.
Yes.
You know, we can't go get theirs. And here's my question. How hard would it be to tell these teams, okay, well, you can go look at Alabama's players, but if you go in there and talk to one of their transfer players or one of their players, Bama can come to your school and talk to yours. In other words, if USC is trying to get an offensive lineman from us, we can go over and look at USC and try to get some of their players. That way, you know, it's a two-way street instead of just a one-way road, because I'm telling you, it's going out the door. These players, you know, came with Texas when they got Isaiah Bond. What if we went in there and tried to get one of their players? If you're open, we should be open up and we can get yours. I mean, that's only fair. There shouldn't be a one-way road. Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying. You asked me the question.
Yeah.
Here's my thoughts on it. The transfer portal was not set up to help a college whatsoever.
I agree.
Because the NCAA didn't even think about the repercussions of what they was about to do. Our mighty Coach Saban sat down with them and told them. He actually went on in front of the media and told the world what's about to happen. He didn't want it, but if that's the way they wanted to go, he would play their game. And what they've done is hurt not only the sport, but the players who are coming in. Because you got a lot of players who are getting promises without a signature contract who are not getting their money. So they're getting screwed, their family getting screwed, and they're stuck. So there's a lot to this that has to be fixed to answer your question.
Okay, and again, why ain't it a two-way street? Why didn't it start off as a two-way street? If somebody comes in to get yours, you should be able to go get theirs. I mean, I know that don't mean the hell of beans. That's just us talking, but that's all I had, you know, as far as that. But as that went, you know, let's see what y'all thought about it.
No, I mean, I agree. I would love to be the old Viking days. Here you go. I need part of your land over here, so I'll give you my daughter. Here you go. Boom. Or you want my cattle? Here you go. You need this pig? It's a good one. Give me an acre over here. You know, I agree with them days. I got no problem with that, but we're not there.
Yeah.
We are not there by no means.
Well, I agree.
I'm laughing at this Hugh Freeze burner phone shit there. Man, he fucking tickled me.
Well, you know, Kirby Smart.
But being
Kirby
a lesbian.
Smart's all upset about Saban retiring. Y'all seen that, didn't you? Kirby's upset because Saban retired. You know, he can't go get no more coaches. And, you know, now that Saban retired, what's Kirby going to do? Where's he going to get a coach from?
Who is everybody in football going to get a coach from?
There you go.
Look across the land. Let's go back to damn Viking days. Let's go back to the land. Let's look at the landscape. How many teams out there has got somebody that went through the Nick Saban process? Oh, I've got to look this up now. Now I've got to look it up. I got to see which assistants here, what water boys there, what dietitians here. I got to look this up because it will be fucking amazing.
It will be.
Amazing.
Gabe, by the way, that goat that you just put down there, you know, that shithead over to the right of Alabama, that coach over there, he's a goat now. He is a get off of Alabama's turd, is what that is, brother. So there you go. Get that damn fly off of here. We don't need that shit. He ain't worth the fuck. He's a damn tennis player.
All right, gentlemen, we've been here for an hour, and I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank both of y'all immensely. Y'all were great tonight. Thank you. Thank everybody that's been in the chat. But before I get out of here, I have a question for the man behind the scene, Mr. Icebox.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Icebox, would you please bring yourself on, sir? I'm going to click you on if you don't do it. Okay.
Oh, hell.
I got a question for you.
You know, this ain't Rags and Fitness show.
I didn't ask you about Rags. I thought you did a great show up there. No, this is me and you and, the horseman here.
Mhm.
Does your gut tell you this is a good hire, or is this another person that's going to have to take the knife in the damn heart to get over Saban?
I think it's a good hire. I really do. I do.
Okay.
And it's just like what William had talked about, AT's talked about. I really think he's a proven winner. No, he has not been SEC, but I do think he's got ambitions, and I think his philosophy on offense is I think we're ready for it. I do. I'm hoping he can. What the hell, AT?
He's telling you, get your dick up. He said your dick ain't up. Get up.
I
Get up.
barely hear you.
Well, damn it! You ever put some new batteries in them damn hearing aids? You'll hear somebody. I'm sorry, hell, fellas. I didn't have my microphone over here. Shit.
Okay, now I fucking apologize.
Hell no. Let me show you what apology looks like, all right? There.
Whoa!
Zap. Damn. Come up here zapping people.
Asshole.
Asshole.
Oh, thank you very much. All right. Well, with that being said, I've got to ask you this one.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I've got to ask you. With that being said, so you feel it's a great hire.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. It's all that in a bag of chips. How long do you think he's going to stay?
Depends.
Well, you got pull-ups now with pants.
Yeah.
So which one are you using?
I'm gonna say he's gonna probably stay about 3 years. Now, if he is very successful, longer. But if he's not, then I get mad. I didn't mean to zap him.
No, I zapped myself on that one because the pull-up thing. I know you're having issues. Apologize.
I might ought to put this microphone back over here. No, I think he may stay about 3 years, and if he's really, really good and it's what BAMA fans want, he'll stay longer.
I was just curious. I had to ask you that because the heartwarming welcome, I don't think the man would ever imagine the greeting he got, just like Nick Saban didn't imagine the greeting he got when he was first landed at Alabama. LSU didn't do that. Miami sure in the hell didn't do that. So it's like, this could be home. This could be home.
Give him this. He's got balls to come up here to coach Alabama right after Saban. He's got some big cojones. I mean, I got to respect him for that at least, because I wouldn't do it.
I'll give you that. I'm glad you're a man that appreciates a man balls. I'll give you that too.
You keep playing with that daggum elephant.
I'll
Don't say nothing to me.
Flag tomorrow.
All right.
Please take us out. Anybody, anybody got anything to say? Go ahead. Go ahead, AT. AT can't hear you.
Last word.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There you go.
It's a great time to be Alabama.
Now who's the idiot now?
You hit the damn mute button.
Damn.
And then he blames me for doing it. Anyway, everybody thinks Alabama's going to be down. That we're going downhill, and everybody's got thinks we're vulnerable, and everybody's going to think, this, that, and other, and it's going to be a great
Oh, we are.
and then some bitches look up and we're 12-0. They ain't going to know what the hell happened to them.
15-0 would be great.
I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. How many damn games we got to play now with a 12-game playoff?
Well, they think we're vulnerable. So, I mean, I don't think we're vulnerable as much as what they think. They better than they have a lot more to do than just last year.
All right.
Go ahead,
William, you got any last words before we get up out of here?
I think I got 5 words right now. It's very important for all of our BAMA fans in the chat and for you guys here. Is 5 words. Let not your heart be 6 words. Troubled. Let not your heart be troubled. You can believe in this right here. Believe in it. The ones that left for whatever reason. I don't care. They left. You know, T-Rob decided he wanted to get the fuck gone. I'm cool with that. Go. From what I've said earlier, I've seen his damn coaching stats. He wasn't much anyway as a coach because he only stayed a year at most of the damn schools he went to. Only a year. What does that tell you? So we're going to have a good year. The guy that we've got as coach, he's going to come out and ball out, and he's going to get these players in line. He's offensive coach, and he's going to get that O-line ready to go. And if you don't score points, you ain't going to win. You've got to score points. I know everybody says defense wins, and it does. But, you know, you got to have both in a mesh, and we're going to get that. I believe this hire down in South Alabama, evidently he's seen something in him, and I'm trusting our coach now, this coach the board. I'm trusting him. He made it. So let not your heart be troubled. Done. Roll Tide.
Amen, brother. Amen. Jesus, you spoke it from the highest pedestal. Now let me go ahead and bring my 2 cents up in this one. Just let me get up in here one time. Just can't help it. I got to. I got to speak to a gentleman that was in the chat. He's going to wonder, why do we think so many people are going to FSU? Money, brother. Here, let me show you. Money. All right? We've got so many players leaving left and right. We have a team. We had depth. We had everything that was set up to win the Natty in 2024. It was there. And what has happened is the greatest coach of all time has decided that he's done. He's retiring. I've done all I can do. How much more do y'all want out of me? There's nothing wrong with that. But what that did was open up the floodgates to break down all that backup, all that desire, all that. So now we have a new coach who has to build up the want, the desire, the Alabama process, the Alabama love, and teach these young guys what it means to be at Alabama. I hope he can. I have my doubts. But with that being said, I had my doubts on Nick Saban being able to do that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie about it. I did.
Yeah.
He won a national championship at LSU. Then he jumped straight to damn NFL. Boom, gone. NFL. And he sucked in the NFL. I ain't gonna lie about it. He did. He sucked. And then he comes back to my team in Alabama. Oh, yes, I was ecstatic. I was dancing in the streets. I got naked, mooning my neighbors. Bam! You know, I was happy we got Nick Saban. I was. But did I have my doubts? Yes, I did. Because he left a national championship team pretty much overnight, went to the NFL, sucked, and came back to Alabama. So, yeah, I had my doubts. I ain't gonna lie about it. I had my doubts. So y'all got to understand why I still have my doubts after the greatest one, which is Nick Saban, has done his deal. at Alabama. Now he's gone. The person who's coming in is from Washington. Sorry, I have my doubts. I can't help it. I have my doubts. And praise God, he proves me wrong. I will be praying immensely. So, has anybody got anything else to say before we get up out of here?
Let's talk about, how good DeBoer is going to do, how long we think he'll stay. Well, that's going to directly affect Kirby, I think, because if the guy does real good and supplants Kirby, I think Kirby will go to the NFL to get away from it because he ain't going to stick around and get his ass kicked by a second-generational Alabama coach.
Money talks, brother. Money talks.
Yeah, it will always. NFL got the money, and I mean, if he does good, he'll be gone early. And just like Kirby, I think Kirby, he might have 2 years left. Maybe Atlanta comes calling. I don't know. I don't see Kirby hanging around much longer.
William, you got anything?
Yes, sir, I do. By the way, guess who put you out of a three-peat? Guess who? Guess who put you out of that? There you go. That's it. The big eight.
That was this year.
That's right.
That was this year.
We wrecked their goddamn dynasty of wanting to have a.
That was this year.
Yes, sir.
That was this year.
Yes, sir. We wrecked it. And we'll continue doing it again. But remember this. The field mouse might be fast, but the owl sees at night.
Write that down. Somebody,
I know. Come on, write it down. I got to do this.
The night owl sings a song at night, but the cat can dance during the moonlight.
Okay.
There you go. All right. I've got to do this. This is 1/16/24.
Okay.
We got a new coach. We lost the greatest of all times. We got people jumping ship like a damn ship that's sinking.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to go to AT first. Our first year head coach at the University of Alabama, who is having to rebuild the coaching staff and figure out who he's got left on the players. What do you think? What do you think his record will be next year? Honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, of course, we got Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia.
No, Texas.
I think we got Oklahoma and Texas. No, Texas. Okay. We got Oklahoma, Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee, LSU. For a good year for him to really start out to do what I wanted to do, lose one regular season game. He could lose 2 regular season games. It's according to, how well Milroe picks up or who our starting quarterback is. But it's like I said, we lost some guys, but we still got the overall talent. And I think this team's going to come out with a want to prove the rest of the world wrong. That Lank ain't going to be shit compared to this year. But I'm looking at maybe 1 regular season, 2 at the most regular season loss. There's just too much talent there. And I think DeBoer's a better coach than what I think he is. I'm worried about it because here's the thing. We always say you do not want to be the guy to replace the guy. And that right there is 90% of my problem because he's the guy replacing the guy. If he hadn't been the one replacing Coach Saban, I'd say 11-1 and, pretty easy. But he could lose 2 games this year, 1 or 2.
All right. So at worst, you're going 10-2 and make the playoffs.
Yes, sir. We'll make the playoffs.
All right. We're going to 12-team playoff next year.
Yeah, we're going playoffs. Ain't no doubt about it.
All right. Playoff. All right. William, what do you think?
First of all, Gabe, you can take 2 of them fucking trophies off of there, brother, because them others aren't irrelevant. So there you go. We knocked you out.
One of them is now. They do have 3, William. They do have 3. You got to give them their 3. They do.
That ain't 3.
It's like a woman that wants 9. If the only thing you got is 3, you better have some money. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
And Georgia's got some money. Go ahead.
I'm going to give them 2. That's all I got. Yeah, they didn't make the 3. So there you go. But anyway, yes, sir. I know what we got. We got a new coach. We're gonna have to use a bunch of our guys that's been hungry. Let's say this right here. They've been hungry to get on the field because we've always had a first team that's been out there. And now a bunch of those are gone. We've been talking about it tonight. They're gone.
Right.
These guys is hungry, and they're wanting to showcase their talents and what they can do. This is a difference maker right here that we're going to do, and we're going to be. Let me get that off there. I don't want to see that. Everybody else, that's just a private message. Anyway, what I'm saying is, they're hungry. They want to get out there. They're wanting to get this here done. I'm going to say we're going to go 10-1, 11-1. If that's what we're playing,
11-1.
I'm going to say 11-1. If that,
and make playoffs.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
They're hungry.
Now we got.
I know we're hungry.
We're at LSU.
I know we're hungry, brother. And I know we've had the team. I know it. I saw it at the end of the year last year. I know what we had. I saw them walking off the field. I saw the players walking off that field against Michigan. Never want to feel that again. I saw their pain in their eyes. I saw it. The problem is we don't have them players. Whew, y'all gonna hate me.
We got a good offense.
Y'all gonna hate me all the hell.
We got a lot coming back now, big man.
I understand. We got to have major offensive line improvement. We had to get a major center up in here. And I hope the center for Michigan is one of the players we get. Because we need a fucking center. Somebody could damn center the damn ball. I don't understand myself when we have this opportunity to rebuild a coaching staff that we still keep the same defensive line coach that has not produced a one NFL draft since he's been there. I don't understand it. It breaks my fucking heart. I don't. I really don't. I don't know why he's there. You get rid of T-Rob. You won't hire him, or T-Rob refuses to come back. But you keep his ass. It's just that burning sensation you get when you take that damn rod out of a fire and you shove it dead up your ass. Yes, that's the damn feeling I'm getting right now. But this is my pick. I asked y'all for a pick. After looking at our schedule, looking at our talent, looking at what I'm thinking will be our calling next year, which I think it'd be offense. And which ain't no problem with that, except for we don't have a Bryce Young. We don't have a Tua Tagovailoa to run that offense. So much as I hate it's going to kill me, we're going to go 9-3 and miss the playoffs next year. That's my pick. With this coaching staff, with the people who left. That's me. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead, William. I told y'all. Come at me.
Here's my thing. What do you think? What kind of record do you think it's going to take for the 12th place team to get in the playoffs? Number 12. What's number 12?
Two losses.
You think 2?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, like I said, I know we got let's see, we play Auburn at home. We got Tennessee, LSU away. I don't know about Oklahoma.
Here you go.
I think that's going to be in Oklahoma there, wherever they're.
Yeah, we got Jaga coming in. We playing Jaga at Tuscaloosa this year.
Yep. And God, I want that game so bad. Oh, y'all have no clue how bad I want that game.
Oh, we're going to be showing out. Bryant Denny's going to be rocking it like it ain't rock because we ain't got Saban there no more. Everybody's going to have to step up their game. In other words, they think they need to step up their game to help Coach DeBoer in his first season. Everybody's going to pull together. They're going to try harder just because we got a new head coach. Go ahead.
But you don't have the only mesh that you have right now is with the head coach and his offensive staff. That's the only mesh you have. There's no mesh between him and the players. There's none of the players that wanted to be there because of him. There's no Alabama. Well, I ain't gonna say there ain't none because some of the guys will come back for Alabama. But I'm just saying he's got a lot that he's having to fight and deal with this first year. And I'm sorry, in the SEC, if you ain't got defense, you ain't winning. Sorry, you ain't. I mean, does anybody disagree? I mean,
you got to have a top-ranked defense. Go ahead, William.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. I'll be all right.
I'm just
I'll be right back. Y'all two fight. I'll be right.
I ain't gonna fight with you, bro.
I ain't gonna fight with you. I'm too damn old. I think our defense. Here's the thing. I think our defense will be really good this year. We got a whole new crew coming in. We kept a couple of them, and everybody's doubting them, and so they really going to be in all season in their own heads trying to work out, and they're going to be doing what. And if they kept Mr. Ballou, which I'm sure they did for sports weight training and programs, stuff like that, I had no problem with what our team would be like. You know, I mean, I know we lost Coach Saban, which would be the biggest loss anywhere, but I look for Milroe to take it to the next level. But we got running backs this year again, Jam Miller and Sweet, Justice Haynes, and Richard Young. We got running backs that can run the ball. I mean, they get up in there, and the linemen, you know, we got rid of Mr. Chuck and Charlie, Seth McLaughlin, so our offensive line's going to be a lot better. William, what you got, brother?
I think our offense is going to be awesome, man. It's the defense is maybe just a tad concerned, but I mean, I think everybody that's left there, and they're going to be behind these others, and they say, hey, you need to straighten your shit out there because this is our year that we need to really shine for this new coach. We need to be all in backing him, and we're going to do that. The rest of y'all, here's your chance. You've been wanting this. You've been wanting this for a while, and I know you're hungry, so come in here and ball out and do what you need to do. You know what you're supposed to do. You played this here in high school or in junior JUCO. It's your time to shine, brother. Come on, let's get it done. So that's why I said I think it's what I said 11-1. Yeah, I believe we can do that with what we got.
With that being said, with this season coming in and everything, do y'all think, I'm going to start you, William, first on this one. Shit, hey, we got to get out of here. William, this one for you, then we're going to get out of here. Do you think that Alabama, under our new coach, we're going to be a transfer college, or do you think we're going to be a number one recruiting college like we have been for the last 16 years?
That's a tough question, really.
Yes, it is. But it tells you what kind of team you got.
But like I said before, it's the ones that's been sitting on the sidelines, aching and yearning to get in. I think it's going to be a little bit of both. You know, if we get some from the transfer, hey, that's fine. You know, I just want them to be all in. You know, the ones that's been on the line's been all in because that's why they're there. They're waiting for their chance to get in, and so that's what it is. So it is what it is. What you said there on top.
It is what it is. All right, AT, go ahead before I get us out of here, man. Go ahead.
I think it's according to how many players you lose. You know, during this 30-day transfer portal, if you lose a lot of them this year, then you're going to take some transfer portals to get your team back up. Or you don't know how many scholarships we gave out compared to where we are now with the transfer portal, how many we've lost. So we might have to use the transfer portal guys the next year to get our numbers up. It's according, you know, to how it works out, if it's worth it or not. But we're going to be a recruiting team, and we're going to be just like we was with Saban. We're going to cherry pick players, and you know, I think that's how we're going to be. We're going to cherry pick the transfer portal.
All right. Here's mine. I'm going to answer B. George here. He says, Spencer, to answer your question is money talks and bullshit walks. Well, yes, sir. I will agree with that in business every day of the week. I will agree with you immensely. Here, look at me. I agree with you. But we're talking about college football. We're talking about young kids. We're talking 17, 18, 19, sometimes 20-year-olds, depending on if you're a Georgia quarterback, you can stay there for 10 years. I'm just saying there's a difference. It is not the same, because if it's all about the money and their heart is not with the college they're playing for, they will never be as great as they can be.
Right.
And it's going to cost them money in the future because they won't take the development because it hurts. I have to work out. Oh, I got to run. Oh, my pussy hurts. Oh, goddamn. I got a damn toenail. Oh, shit. I got a finger cut. Yes. It makes a fucking, it ain't about money, brother. Sarge, I love you, man, but it ain't the money. This is sooner or later, it has to go back around to teaching men to be men.
Yeah.
Because we've walked through every kind of wars they've been. We've been through that. We've been through the sorry men, the good men. We've been through it all.
Yeah.
And until we can go back to teaching these young men to be real men, and it ain't about the money, it's going to hurt football. It's going to hurt relationships. It's going to hurt everything. So that's my last word. So right now, I would like for our brother Icebox to please do our. You got something you want to say, AT? All right,
I'm right with you.
I won't. We're still getting information on my brother who is passed, Coach Dude. But I would like for our brother Icebox to take us out with his video dedication to Coach Dude, because we love you. Hope to see you, sir. Tell Bear I said, hey. Go ahead.
Yep.
all that good stuff, man. Much respect, man. Much love. Salute to everybody in the chat, all that good stuff, man.